My modified cherry picker here with the larger wheels, the bigger hook, an extra hole drilled in there so I could get a little more reach. We'll be able to pick up this bed on this '05 Silverado. Eric Do-It-Yourself Garage on YouTube, he picked it up and just tilts it to one side. But I'm just going to move it, pick it up, and just bring the truck out of the way. But one thing you want to do is when you take this apart, since this is the East Coast, you definitely want to get the most rusted bolts out first. Because if you break a bolt, this idea is not going to work. Because you won't be able to, you might be able to tilt it, but you won't be able to take it off completely like I'm going to do. So I'm going to continue to take these off. As long as these four come off easy, the other one that's on the front look pretty good, so they shouldn't be too bad. They're all basically the same. They're all 18 millimeter. The rusty ones in the back, the two rust, there was four of them. They were the worst. That was the rust, as far as concerned. I sprayed everything with PB Blaster using the Shorty Astronomatic 1828, I think it is, because it had a little less on torque on the way out. I didn't want to take a chance and break the welded in nut inside the bed. Hopefully this one won't break either. Found this problem with the one in the back as well, and what I did was use the extension and nice $20 Harbor Freight long breaker bar. Just to get them started. Ain't easy though. Looks like I'm going to have to switch to my bigger gun and give it a shot, because it's not working out. Alright, using the clutch G10K, this guy can destroy stuff, so I'm just going to try and ease it out. Yep, it does the job. But this is basically how it went on all of them. I don't like using that one because it hits it so hard that it can actually rip the other nut on the other side right off, and welds and all. But you just got to goose it a little bit and she goes good. Lucky this bed has tie down on each corner, one right there, another one right there on the opposite side. We're able to use a strap diagonally put on, and we're lifting it. It's the only way you can do it if you're going to do it one man. You got to be a one-man show. You're going to have to be pretty innovative about getting things out. Anyway, as I pick this up, you're going to have to look around and disconnect things, like the rear lights. Under there's a harness, and under here, check out and make sure the harness for the tank isn't hanging up on anything. You don't want to break any of those things. And I'll just continue to lift. As you can see, I've used some brake rotors as ballast, and I'm on uneven ground, and as I pick this up, it's picking up the cherry picker, so it's kind of hard to get through there. Anyway, we're just going to continue lifting it, and then we'll be checking for wiring as we go. With the bed lifted up sufficiently now and all the wires cleared. Good thing about this year, it doesn't have that like module type thing where all the wires are hooked up on the bottom of the bed. It actually runs through the frame, so that makes it even easier. All you had to do is take one ground in the front off and two of the lights harnesses off on the back, right next to the, right under the Silverado of the tailgate. I had to literally reposition it again. This is because I had made an H, welded an H that was adjustable. I used to use to take beds off, but of course a buddy borrows it, it never returns, so that's not going to come back. I'm going to have to make another one. But anyway, after I did that, it looks like it's okay. Once I get it on the ground, I'll get it nice and square, and when I pick it back up, it won't be a problem. But if you hear that faint sound of tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, that's the damn fuel pump. Now, pretty much easy access. Get really close up to it. You can hear that clear as day. Look how badly rusted these are. Pretty bad. Gotta match up and see if this is the right pump that they got me. But anyway, I'm going to take this apart. It's going to be fun. You have to blow all that out. You don't want none of that dirt inside that tank. Ready to beat up. As you can tell, pretty rusty. This is the new one. The new one does not have, doesn't seem to have the, oh, let's see. Looks like it has everything. That right there, that right there, that right there, that's there, that's there, and that's there. So that looks good. Hopefully it's the right one. Let's go inside and see. But this guy here had a code for evap. It said large leak. I wonder why. That's supposed to be part of it. I guess it's not part of it anymore, is it? I think it's the right one. I'm going to take it apart and remove it. And I like to use brass. I don't like using anything else. When people ask me, hey, Mopar Nut, how come you don't like modern vehicles? I don't know. This thing has 273,000. Look at the rust. For one, all these components, the price you pay for these trucks should be made out of stainless steel. But they're not. And then every connector. Try to save the connectors. I mean, they make kits that you can cut them and service them and no problem. But every single connector broke off. Every single one. This one is for the evap. And it was completely off. That's why it was a large vacuum leak. Large fuel emissions leak. Here's the feed line. The feed line was completely rusted, almost breaking. Look at this, off the thing. Is this safe? Really? Same thing with the return line. The return line wasn't even there anymore. It was just hanging there. Okay? So why don't I like modern vehicles? Yeah, it's okay if every 4 or 5 years you get a new vehicle and you toss the other one away. But some of us aren't like that. Some of us keep a vehicle for a long period of time, drive a lot of miles on it. We depend on that. They don't make them like that no more. They never did, hardly. And the ones they did make, look at this. So there's your answer. Why don't I like modern vehicles? Yeah, right. Plenty of liquid wrench on this guy. This guy's rusty as hell, so I'll make sure I take this off so I can. I don't usually resort to air tools in this situation, but this guy is really rusty. It is not coming off. I cannot believe how rusty that thing is. Unbelievable. But this is what happens when you're in the Northeast and they love to throw that damn magnesium chloride down. Get a good grip on this one. Tearing up the tank. This thing took bending the tabs, bending the ring. It did not want to come the hell off, man. But I got it off. And again, you keep blowing it down. Don't want to get that dirt in there. I mean, this thing is just destroyed. It even has holes in the body of the pump right here. Pinholes all throughout in here. Unbelievably destroyed. But I need to pull it out to make sure it's the right pump. So here we go. And of course it's the wrong pump, of course. Pump I have is the wrong pump. It's always the way. I need the pump to have this right here. That's the regulator. I don't want to put an old regulator on it. Don't want to swap the regulators. And of course, this one and that one. And you can't see through there. Might be the same because of this, but I need to be 100% sure. I don't want to do this job more than once. Fitting way to cover it up. Later.